What is up, guys? Randomonium here. So I did talk a little bit about Senna in my 10-year anniversary video, but it was buried in the middle, and I wanted to do another video on Senna after I've thought about it a little bit more, just to kind of give you guys my thoughts on her and what I think her kit is going to be. I kind of want to make this video because I think I have a pretty good idea of what her kit is going to be, and I want to definitely get this video out before her kit is revealed, just to see if I'm right or not. So I'm gonna play the cinematic, so you can see that real fast, like when she uses her ability. Then I'm gonna go into the story that's on the universe, and we'll discuss that. So this is Senna in all of her glory. You can see she pulls out her cannon. And you can see that the top of the cannon is dark and the bottom of the cannon is light. Let me actually just back that up a little bit. So the top of the cannon was dark, the bottom of the cannon is light, and you can see that at the beginning there's light, but then there's this dark that follows after it. So Senna does seem like she's this light and dark champion. And you see the light portion passes through Lucian, looks like it's hitting him, but it's actually creating a shield that protects him. And then the dark part swoops around him and then winds up hitting Thresh and knocking him off into the, I don't know what he got knocked into, but it knocked him off, basically saving Lucian. So you can see that there's this light-dark duality with her abilities. And I think that's going to be really important to her entire kit. They say that she's a support marksman. So I think that the light side is going to be the support side. The dark side is going to be the marksman side of things. And I think that she might be a shape-changing champion like Jace or Nidalee or Gnar. And I'll show you why I think that. So let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, so it says here, wielding a relic stone cannon that could channel the darkness along with the light, forged from the weapons of fallen sentinels. And then later on, it says, embracing her death, every time she transforms into a wraith, she becomes like those she fought, only to be reborn again thanks to the life infecting her. So that's what makes me think that potentially her ultimate is going to be what allows her to transform into a wraith. And I'm thinking that it's probably going to be more like Gnar, where she only gets her wraith form for a certain period of time before she transforms back to the other side. And my guess is that when she transforms into her wraith form, she has a lot more damage output and things like that. But she gives up some of her utility. So, and another reason why I think that's going to be true is this. Remember the leaked splash art that they have? This is obviously going to be for her skin. But you can see that this hand is withered. So she has one hand that's normal, and she's got a second hand that's withered, kind of showing this duality between the light side of her and the dark side of her. Basically the living side and the dead side. And you can see also when you look at her cannon, you can see very clearly half of it is dark and half of it is light. Kind of interesting, in this splash art, you don't see the withered hand. So that's kind of interesting. So what I'm thinking is that she might be very similar to Hel from the game Smite. Hel has this light side and this dark side, and she basically can switch between them. I'm assuming they're going to make her very different from Hel, but I think like the general premise of having a light side and a dark side is probably what's going to be very present with Senna. And I believe there was actually also a post in the League forums years ago that of a fan-made champion that had this duality, this light-dark duality that was a support, but also dealt a lot of damage. So they're probably drawing on all of that stuff along with plenty of other things that they created in-house for themselves. But those are my thoughts on Senna. I think that she's going to be some type of form-changing support marksman champion, light side being more utility-based, dark side being more damage-based, And they might make it so that instead of being like Jace or Nidalee, she can't unlock her dark form until level 6. This might be to help with her power curve, so she only has utility levels 1 through 6, and she doesn't really start getting her damage until she hits level 6. That might be just to make sure that she's not too powerful in laning phase, because we all know that the shape-changing champions like Jace and Nidalee, they're very strong in the early game because they have access to a double set of abilities, which makes them very hard to balance. And usually the downside of them is that they're very strong early game, but then they start falling off later on in the game. So maybe they're trying to make a more even power curve by making it that she can't unlock her damage side until she hits at least level 6, and that her damage side is gated by the cooldown on her ultimate. So those are my thoughts. Very quick video. Let me know what you guys think in the video description below. Let me know if there's any other abilities that you think that she's going to have. My guess is she's obviously going to have some type of shield. I don't know if it's just a straight shield or if it's going to be a spell shield. She's going to have some form of a knockback, it looks like. I'm guessing that she's going to have more damaging abilities. And then probably some more utility, like an attack speed buff or something like that. It looks like a lot of her abilities are going to be like, basically, when she's on her light side, she aims at her ally to give them a boost, kind of like old Ezreal W. And dark side, she aims at the enemies to deal damage or cripple them or do CC, things like that. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're excited for the champion. And then also let me know if you want me to do some videos on Legends of Runeterra. I do have access to that game. I don't know if it's alpha or beta or whatnot, but I've got access to it. It's tons of fun. I've got a few decks that I've been messing around with. I'm obviously not great at the game yet, but I could definitely do some videos showing off some of the fun I'm having with decks. So leave a comment below if you want to see some Legends of Runeterra videos. So anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic day. This is Randomonium signing off.